Hey guys, it is April from Getting Huggo With It. Today is day 3 of Everyday May. I hope that you're liking it so far. And I wanted to talk about the books set in Ireland on my shelves. These are specifically historical fiction books that are set in Ireland, and I'm reading one of them right now and I'm blown away by it and loving it, and it's making me really look at my shelves. And it's making me definitely want to read more books set in Ireland. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So the book that I'm reading right now that has made me fall completely in love with Ireland is The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. This is an amazing book. It sucks you in right away. I think I was sucked in within 10 pages. It's so good. I'm not that far into it. I'm on page 70 now, and this is a chunker. This is like well over 500 pages. Yeah, really close to 600 pages. So it's a chunker, but I'm so loving it. I am currently buddy reading this with Katie from Girl About Library, and I think we're both just completely enjoying this. This is about Cyril Avery. We follow him prior to his birth and all the way into his old age. And this is about a little boy whose mother gets pregnant out of wedlock, and so she's shunned, and she at some point is forced to give up little Cyril into adoption, and he goes and lives with two people who are married, who are not in love at all, and who are very, very rich. And he's not treated very well. He's repeatedly told that he's not a real Avery because he's not their biological child. The writing is phenomenal. I am so hooked. I care so much about Cyril already. I cared about him before he was even born. I just adore this book. And this one is set in Dublin in particular. So yes, if you are looking for a really good book that's going to hit the heartstrings and make you root for someone, I would already recommend The Heart's Invisible Furies. Next is a very well-known book called Brooklyn. Now yes, this takes place partly in America, and we follow a young Irish girl who moves from Ireland to Brooklyn to start a new life for herself. But we definitely go back and forth to Ireland, where her sister and her mother live. And I have not read this yet. I've watched the movie about 1,000 times, and I know that I'm going to love the book because it will just feel like watching the movie again, but slower. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. Okay, up next is The Wonder by Emma Donoghue. I read Room by Emma Donoghue and loved it. She writes a very wide variety of kinds of books and kinds of storylines, and this book is set in Ireland in a small village in the 1850s. And there is this little girl in Ireland who appears to be surviving without any food at all. She will not eat. And so people around her are thinking that she's some sort of saint. And a nurse goes to stay with this family, and she kind of is there to discover whether or not this girl is actually not eating or is she eating somehow. This was nominated for a Giller, and it just sounds really, really great. So this is another Ireland set book on my shelves. And last but not least is Himself by Jess Kidd. I specifically picked this one up because there's a little blurb on the cover from M.L. Stedman, who wrote The Light Between Oceans, which, as you know, is one of my favorite books of all time. Loved The Light Between Oceans. So this book is about a boy, or a man, essentially, trying to find his roots. So he was abandoned on the steps of an orphanage in Dublin. And he actually receives information that his mother might not have abandoned him after all. So at 26, he decides to go on the hunt to find out what in the world happened. Did his mother abandon him, or was there something like more sinister, more strange at bay here? I just love the cover of this. All of these leaves are all like metallic green. It's such a pretty cover. So yes, those are all of the books on my shelves that are set in Ireland. Have you read any of these? And also, would you recommend any other books set in Ireland? I would really love to know. And I hope that you guys are doing well. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.